Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Rodgers going to come out throwing. And able to find Allen Lazard. There he goes, left side. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, 87 yards. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
But quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they Didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
The give is to Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this down to the 33.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 31, Rodgers got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rodgers now on first down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Snap comes at 1. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
41 yards.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Slot man moves right. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. A final shot before half for Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Rodgers to throw once more.
That one caught downfield by Watson. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On second and 10, Rodgers dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So the completion good for just 3. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back now at Lambeau. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Rodgers going to throw. He's able to find Melton, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A give to Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Able to find Lazard.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down this time in the second.